Good morning. It is day 29 on the court, and it is just kind of a perfect morning. There's a kind of a gentle breeze going on, and it's nice temperature at this point of the day at 7:30, but in a little bit it's going to get very hot. It's supposed to get up to 104 today. It got up to 102 yesterday. And so it's important when you are playing outside basketball or running or whatever exercise or whatever outdoor activity you're doing to make sure you have a lot of water, stay hydrated, and don't overheat. If you start feeling like you're overheating, it might be time to come inside the house and cool off a little bit, or go inside and have some frozen strawberries, eat a popsicle, eat some ice cream, do something to keep yourself cool. Today I wanted to work on shooting skills and improving my shot, and so I have been watching some tutorials that have helped me to learn some tips, and a lot of them have very similar tips, and some of them had tips that others didn't, and so I kind of compiled some very fundamental ones that I wanted to talk about and show and demonstrate and practice on the court today. The first tip I want to share with you and concentrate and focus on working on is having a strong base and having good balance, and that means to have your feet, let's show my feet here, it's having your feet shoulder width apart, having them firm, having them solid, making sure that you have good balance. And if you have a good base, then you're not going to go off balance and miss the shot because you're falling off balance and your ball isn't going to go where you want it to go. So having good base, using your knees, bending, and then being able to explode because you have good base, good balance, you can explode off of your legs and with the shot. The second thing that's very important to have is your hand placement needs to be good. You need to have good hand placement, and that means that you're not going to have the ball sitting on your palm so that when you shoot it that you're shooting off the palm, because that's not going to give you a lot of control or help you to guide the ball where you want it to go. So you want it to set in the square of your hand, have a space between your palm and the ball, and have it balanced on your fingertips. You want to be able to have your hand on the ball with your guide hand on the side. So your fingertips are here, your hand is on the ball directly behind it, and your guide hand on the side. And one tutorial talked about catching the ball in the position that's called the triple threat position, and that means that your ball is ready to go to either, if you've got the shot, make the shot, or if you don't have the shot, pass it to one of your teammates or dribble. So that's called the triple threat. And so you catch it in the triple threat, you're ready to go. The next thing that's important is to have your elbow placement. So once you have caught the ball and you have it in your triple threat position, or you've got it in position to make the shot, you want to be able to lift it to the shot position, but you want to have your elbow underneath the ball, tucked in underneath your ribs. You don't want the elbow out, because what happens when you place your elbow out, your palm is no longer going to be facing the basket or the target. You want your palm to be facing where you're going to be shooting the ball or passing it. And if your elbow is out like this, then you're not going to be able to keep it aligned with the basket. So having your elbow underneath the ball and not out, but underneath and tucked in. The last thing I wanted to talk about is having a good follow through. So if you're shooting the ball, you've got your hand placement just right on with your ball on your fingertips, elbow underneath the ball, and as you extend your arm and flip your wrist, that you hold it. And if you were to just throw rather than shoot the ball, and you're just throwing it, and you do a quick toss with your arm, and you're not giving that good follow through and holding that, it won't allow the ball to go or to be directed where you want it to go, as well as if you are having a good follow through and you're holding it, because it's making it more focused, and having it high and extending and having a relaxed release is going to allow your arc to be higher. So practicing that, all these different skills with the ball on your fingertips, you can practice it even without a basket, but you can just practice having the ball rest on in the square of your hand on your fingertips, and practice shooting the ball, not having. Now, one other thing with the guide hand, you don't want to get your thumb in the way and help push the ball with your thumb, because that's going to direct it and work against your shooting finger. So you want to just have a guide and move as your other arm is shooting the ball. But then practice with the elbow tighten underneath the ball, and then having an extended release and relaxing your hand and holding that follow through so that it can better direct the ball towards the basket. And so with those tips, I'm going to practice some shots on the court. Form makes all the difference. That form, the mechanics of it, it makes all the difference. And I just made 5 out of 5 shots. And it just is amazing when you understand the techniques and it's just amazing when you understand the techniques on how to improve your shot, that it really does work. Well, I hope you have a wonderful day. Don't overheat if you're in those hot temperatures. Stay cool, stay hydrated, and we will see you Monday.